News at 10.
Cold night underway here across the Tennessee Valley. I'll have an update on the chill through the weekend coming up in your forecast.
I usually wait to the last minute, and now I'm here shopping, trying to get better at the holiday tradition.
Shoppers flock to the stores for Black Friday. Up next, what the city of Huntsville saw on the busiest shopping day of the year. And we've all heard of Black Friday, but Brown Friday? Why plumbers in the valley say today is their busiest day too. Thanks for watching WAAY 31 News at 10. I'm Jim Abbott in for Nikel Williams. Well, police are investigating after a shooting at a Decatur restaurant injured one person. Officers say the shooting took place at Nash Barbecue on 12th Avenue just before 11 last night. Police arrived at the scene to find a man with a gunshot wound on his leg. He was taken to Parkway Hospital for treatment. If you have any information about the shooting, call Decatur Police. 3 teens face charges after Lawrence County deputies say they were involved in 2 drive-by shootings and stole a vehicle. The shootings occurred November 17th and 19th in the 24,000 block of Lawrence County Road 460. A vehicle and a house were hit by gunfire in those shootings. Last night, the teens allegedly led Decatur police on a chase with a stolen Cadillac. That one ended at 6th Avenue and Moulton Street. Now, during the chase, the stolen Cadillac hit an SUV. 3 people in that SUV were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. 2 of the teens are charged with first-degree theft of property. The third faces charges of receiving stolen property and attempting to elude police. Well, somebody must have told Mother Nature to go all out with the winter blast because it seems like it's getting colder every day. Let's check in with WAAY 31 Storm Tracker, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle. And Jeff, gonna need another blanket on the bed tonight, aren't we?
Absolutely. Maybe even a 3-dog night out there. And let the pets sleep with you. They'll keep you warm. And hopefully you brought them in. I recommended that on my Facebook page a little bit earlier, that you remember to bring the pets in tonight. And actually, that'll be the case for the next few nights because we're going to see similar conditions through the beginning of next week. We're already in the 20s. Places like Scottsboro and Fort Payne down to 25. Same in Pulaski. Have not yet seen freezing in Huntsville, but it's a foregone conclusion that we will. And it'll be the first freeze of the season officially in the Rocket City, currently sitting at 33. It's 30 in Decatur and also below freezing in Moulton at 30 degrees. The cold is the story. There's nothing on WAAY 31 triple Doppler. That's a good thing because it would be frozen if we had anything showing up, but that is not in our future. We've got mostly clear skies showing up in Huntsville. This is the view with our Thompson Roofing and Construction Skycam looking from Calhoun Community College across 565 there to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Waking up tomorrow morning, again, a cold one. Pretty well everyone will be in the low to mid-20s around sunrise, still below freezing at 8, and then a slow climb into the 40s by mid to late morning. Plenty of sunshine, but once again, it's going to be a bit of a chilly day ahead. If you're out shopping or maybe doing some outdoor decorating, make sure you're dressed warm enough. I'll be back in just a few moments. This is not as cold as it's going to get. That comes early next week. I'll show you just how much lower temperatures will go coming up in your forecast.
Remember, you can stay on top of the latest weather headlines anytime, anywhere. Just download the WAAY 31 weather app. It features our exclusive 31 triple Doppler. With it, you can also get personalized alerts for your area. It's easy to get. All you have to do is just scan that QR code that's on your screen. The app is available to download right now on all devices for free. One person had to be flown to the hospital after an 18-wheeler wrecked with a mail carrier this morning in Morgan County. It happened on Kirby Bridge Road between Mud Tavern and Neal School. The driver of the mail carrier was flown to Huntsville Hospital in serious condition. Decatur police continue to investigate that wreck. A Killen woman was killed in a 2-vehicle wreck in Muscle Shoals yesterday evening. State troopers say just after 6 yesterday, 64-year-old Lisa Moore was killed when a truck hit the vehicle that she was driving at the intersection of US 72 and Old Alabama 20. The driver of the truck was taken to Huntsville Hospital for treatment. State troopers continue to investigate. Huntsville police arrested a man for armed robbery yesterday. Police say 24-year-old Keontae Chitwood entered a business in the 100 block of Green Street, then took some items from the store and then tried to leave without paying. He allegedly showed a firearm to a store employee when they tried to stop him. Chitwood is charged with robbery. He is in the Madison County Jail being held without bond. A 76-year-old woman was found dead yesterday after a fire in her Scottsboro home. The Jackson County coroner says Mary Johnson died in that home on Sebring Drive shortly after 10 a.m. She died as a result of smoke inhalation. The Jefferson County Coroner's Office now confirms an Alabama A&M football player has died following an injury he got in a game back in October. The Coroner's Office announced today that 20-year-old Medrick Burnett Jr. died Wednesday evening. Burnett sustained a serious head injury after a collision in the Magic City Classic game on October 26th. It is the day after Thanksgiving, traditionally the busiest shopping day of the year. As millions took to the stores across the U.S. today to get those holiday deals, Huntsville was no exception. The Parkway Place Mall was packed with shoppers stocking up on Black Friday deals. One shopper tells us he took advantage of the sales to get a head start on his holiday shopping.
A lot of people are off today because of the Thanksgiving holiday. That's why I'm here. Shopping for nieces and nephews mainly. I bought me a jacket, but just nieces and nephews, trying to get the deals while they're here, knock some Christmas out, save some of that Christmas money.
Retail Me Not predicts that consumers will break spending records this year, with the average person expected to spend a little over $1,000. Well, new at 10, while many shoppers spent today in shopping malls and outlet stores, others are waiting to spend their money tomorrow on Small Business Saturday, a day so named to encourage people to support their local small businesses. WAAY 31 reporter Paige Myers spent the day in downtown Huntsville just to see how shop owners are preparing.
Small business owners here in Huntsville tell me now more than ever is the time to support your local economy.
This past year has been pretty slow for small business, so it's good this time of year if we can make up some of that.
Co-owner of In Bloom in downtown Huntsville says the holidays are pivotal for their shop's success.
It's very important. I mean, Small Business Saturday has always been big for us. We celebrate it big. Our customers come and support us, and we're just really fortunate.
Without local shops filling up the streets of downtown, Cooper says our city would be like anywhere else.
I think a lot of the big box stores and strip malls, that's anywhere USA, but small shops, they give a town their personality. And we have such great shops in Huntsville, and it's very important to support them or they'll go away and we will become anywhere USA.
The Elitaire Boutique right across from In Bloom appreciates there's a day to highlight the work local business owners put into making their city better.
As small business owners, we put a lot of time and effort into finding like good quality pieces for the people in our city, and so we really hope that they come and support our local small businesses.
Many shoppers I spoke to agree. Shopping local is the way to go.
I just think it's important to support your local people and local economy and city.
Last year, the Small Business Administration estimated shoppers spent $17 billion at local shops on Small Business Saturday. Small businesses here in Huntsville hope that you continue supporting them tomorrow and in the near future. Reporting in Huntsville with coverage you can count on. Paige Meyer, WAAY 31 News.
While shoppers call today Black Friday, plumbers have a different name for it. WAAY 31 reporter Julia Miller tells us why they call today Brown Friday.
Brown Friday is there obviously for a reason, due to drain clogs. It's kind of a parody towards Black Friday, of course, but again, it is one of the busiest times of year for the plumbing industry.
With most households accommodating extra guests around the holidays, your sewer system is working overtime. That leads to more calls to plumbers like Richard Burgess. After Thanksgiving, he says it's clogging of all sorts. They have to have more manpower to handle the higher number of calls.
Usually it's an increase in call volume just due to the amount of people in the home and the amount of people that are using the plumbing in the home. So you deal with a lot more clogs, garbage disposals clogging due to increased cooking and disposal of food products and things of that sort.
And with Christmas gatherings approaching, here's what he wants people to know.
Just be mindful of usage in the appliances in the home, increased usage. Be watching out for potential leaks that may be arising after a house full of people. You may see some signs of leaks that you haven't ever seen before due to the usage of those appliances.
He says it's better to be proactive than reactive. If you notice anything, you should call right away. With coverage you can count on, Julia Miller, WAAY 31 News.
Well, the calendar flips to December over the weekend, but up next, how the holidays are front and center already at Big Spring Park. Save some time and money for a vacation when you need to know to take advantage of Travel Deal Tuesday.
And the weekend looks like it's going to be chilly but dry. We are in need of rainfall, though, still dealing with some fairly significant drought conditions. I'll let you know if there are any wet weather prospects on the horizon coming up in your forecast.
Coverage you can count on. This is WAAY 31 News at 10 with Nikel Williams, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle, and Sports with Max Cohen.
Our hero salute of the day goes to Vietnam veteran John Jones. After completing various assignments with the Army, he eventually moved back home to Alabama with his family and retired from General Electric in 2001. This is what was said about him, quote, "Throughout my childhood, I watched him live his life as an example of the kind of person I want to be. He exemplifies kindness, generosity, wisdom, courage, and integrity. I am truly blessed and proud to call him my dad." From all of us at WAAY 31, thank you, John Jones, for your service. Well, have you eaten your turkey? Hit the mall on Black Friday, and then there's Cyber Monday. But what's next? Well, you might want to make some travel plans for Travel Deal Tuesday. It's historically the best day of the post-holiday shopping period to score some pretty good deals on everything from flights to hotels. ABC's Melissa Adon has the story.
Whether you are itching to get to the beach or maybe a European getaway, if you're looking to take that dream vacation in 2025, this could be a good time to find the best deals on flights and hotels for some of those bucket list destinations.
Travel Deal Tuesday is typically a really great time to book some of those more expensive trips. Top of mind for a lot of American travelers are Italy, Japan, and Hawaii. So everyone thinking about some longer haul flights to some of those really special destinations.
The Tuesday after Thanksgiving is typically one of the best days to book your travel plans.
You'll be able to find deals available for last-minute holiday and New Year's trips, as well as deals available for 2025 spring and summer. You should double check if you see any promotions for Travel Deal Tuesday, if there are any blackout dates.
Haley Berg, lead economist for travel platform Hopper, says it's a good idea to set up price alerts from travel providers and check individual airlines' websites.
We're expecting to see 2 times the number of discounts on flights and hotels available on Travel Deal Tuesday as you might find on Cyber Monday or Black Friday.
Travelers will likely be able to find some great deals on popular destinations such as Nashville, Florida, Paris, Australia, and Bali. For anyone who wants to take advantage of low prices but isn't absolutely certain about their travel plans, there are some options out there to book flexible fares.
You can book at the lower price if in a couple of weeks you decide you have to change your dates, or maybe you can't take that trip after all. You can get 80 to 100% of your trip price back to use on that next vacation or your rescheduled vacation.
And while many of the available discounts on Travel Deal Tuesday will be on flights and hotels, it can also be a good day to snag discounts on other types of travel.
If you are thinking about a cruise or maybe some experiences while you're traveling, definitely check out providers, see if they're offering any exclusive Travel Deal Tuesday deals.
Melissa Don, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Now, WAAY 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
I think the temperature must have gone down just while we were watching the 8
Yes.
overtimes.
It has dropped a little bit, and it's going to continue to drop into Saturday. In fact, it's almost Saturday.
Yes,
so,
it is.
yeah. But get ready for the chill. That's really going to be the story as we head through the weekend and really on into next week as well, when temperatures will reach their lowest level that we've seen in quite some time. This is a look at your weekend. Maybe not as chilly as today turned out, but we're still going to be running about 10 degrees below our average for this time of year. Only 50 Saturday, 52 on Sunday. Good bit of sunshine through the day tomorrow. We will start off the day Sunday with some clouds, but should clear out as we work our way on into your Sunday afternoon. That's also when our next punch of cold air is going to come on in. So this is not as chilly as it is going to get. It's going to be cold enough tonight. Down to 25 in Huntsville. There will be parts of North Alabama and southern Middle Tennessee, maybe down as low as 21, 22 degrees overnight tonight. We're still below freezing Saturday night into Sunday morning, but here we go. The coldest air is expected first of next week. Monday night into Tuesday morning likely will be the coldest night with upper teens and low 20s expected before temperatures do start to bounce back again as we work our way on into the middle of next week. But we're talking 5 days in a row where overnight lows will dip into the 20s. So get ready to bundle up. Hopefully you've made your cold weather preps. I mentioned the pets earlier. May still be fine overnight tonight if you didn't secure and basically insulate those outdoor faucets, but that's something you may want to do here over the course of the weekend, particularly before we get that even colder weather for early next week. We've got nothing though on radar, so positive. No snow or ice that we're going to have to deal with. It is going to be a cold but dry forecast through the weekend. Here we are at 11 o'clock, clear skies on future radar, and that's what we wake up to tomorrow morning. Likely a little bit of light frost out there with, again, the cold temperatures on the way overnight tonight. Lunchtime tomorrow, mainly sunny for much of the area. And then late in the day, we will pick up a little bit of cloud cover coming on in. This will be with us heading into Saturday night and into Sunday morning, but no precip is expected out of that. Lower part of the atmosphere will just be too dry for that. We are going to track, though, another punch of chillier air coming in for Sunday. So after some clouds early, as that colder air begins settling on in Sunday afternoon, we will clear the skies back out for your latter parts of the day on your Sunday. If you're headed down to Tuscaloosa tomorrow thinking, you know what, I'm heading south, I'm going to run into warm weather, you're not. But it does look like the weather will be good for the Iron Bowl. Alabama-Auburn there. Kickoff 2:30. You can watch it right here on WAAY 31 there at Bryant-Denny Stadium. Kickoff temperatures will be in the low 50s. Halftime down to 43, and heading through the fourth quarter, likely dropping into the 30s. So if you are headed to that game first thing tomorrow morning, just make sure that you are taking warm enough attire. Might need several layers, might be able to peel one off at kickoff, but I guarantee you're going to want all of them by the end of that game. These are our expected lows tonight: 25 for Huntsville, same in Muscle Shoals, down to 23 in Athens and Fayetteville. We'll drop back into the upper 20s there around Scottsboro. Forecast for you tomorrow: plenty of sunshine, but don't be fooled. There will be a chill in the air through the day. Back up around 40 by 10 o'clock in the morning, and then afternoon temperatures around here only expected to reach the upper 40s and maybe a couple spots 50, 51, maybe 52, but that is cooler than our average for this time of year. WAAY 31 Storm Tracker 10-day. Again, the temperatures are the story into early next week. Monday, Tuesday will be the coldest days. Mid-40s for highs. There's your 22 out the door on Tuesday morning. We're back in the 50s again by the middle of next week. We're limited chances for showers. We may pick up a few on Wednesday and perhaps a few more on Friday, but right now I've got those rain chances looking pretty low. Another shot of chilly air comes in next weekend, so once again, we may be talking about some cold numbers for that first full weekend of December. Definitely will be reminded it is December, although these temperatures, coldest we've seen since February and colder than what we would expect to see on average this time of year.
They are cold, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, the cold didn't seem to bother these souls in downtown Huntsville. Up next, how the holiday spirit is on full display. Well, the holiday spirit is now on full display in downtown Huntsville. Mayor Tommy Battle officially opened this year's Tinsel Trail with plenty of local vendors taking part in a Black Friday market at Big Spring Park. Food trucks were also on hand with hot food and drinks for the many, ready to ring in the holiday season.
And we have these beautiful 450 beautiful trees out here to look at, and we're able to do that because we come together as a community.
Every evening, the trees will light up the park from dusk until midnight. The Tinsel Trail will be up in Big Spring Park until December 31st. And you can keep that holiday spirit going by heading out to your local Christmas parade. Just check out WAAYTV.com for information on every Christmas parade going on right here in North Alabama. Well, you can bet with more people on the roads this week. Alabama and Tennessee state troopers will be out in full force, checking for distracted drivers. Troopers want you to put down your phone, buckle up, and watch the road. They'll also remind you to never get behind the wheel if you've been drinking. And finally, to always double check that your car doesn't have any problems before making that trek back home.
We entered the night with 2 North Alabama teams still in the fight, but only one is alive tonight. We'll show you who next in sports.
Now, WAAY 31 Sports with Max Cohan.
The world is a different place than it was in 2020, but at Mars Hill, the Panthers were hoping at least a few things were similar. It was that year that Darrell Higgins' squad last played for a state title, winning it all. So far, the team has played for a blue map in 1A and 2A, but now they're in 3A and just 1 win away. It's Caden Chandler and the Panthers taking on undefeated Piedmont in the 3A semifinals. The Bulldogs have an elite playmaker too. Raleigh Pinto catches the short pass. 2 defenders have an angle on him, but they end up on the ground while he winds up standing in the end zone as the visitors strike first. The Panthers would mount a long drive in response, and Chandler plunges in to put Florence up. Just like that, he had 3 touchdowns last week. There's another one tonight, and they hand it to him again on the next drive. The fabulous senior running back races down the sideline. He spins out 2 defenders to cap off the long gain. And at this point, you got to keep feeding the beast. Another carry and a second touchdown for Chandler as he seizes the lead by himself. The Panthers are partying like it's 2020 because Mars Hill will be playing Houston Academy for their 3rd state title on Thursday with a 49-20 win. A spot in the 4A title game on the line as West Morgan and Cherokee County meet again in late November. The Rebels would face a 4th down on their opening drive and opt to go for it. Titan Partlow hits Tyshawn Tucker and the senior stays on his feet and spins for a fresh set of downs. But West Morgan would have to settle for a field goal on the opening drive, putting 3 points on the board as Jacob Johnston finds the netting, though those would be the only points they'd register until the 4th quarter. Drew Phillips' squad almost had another chance to score when Warriors quarterback James Griffith wasn't ready for the snap on their first play from scrimmage, but he'd recover the fumble himself. West Morgan held the skinny 3-0 lead at the end of the first, but it wouldn't last long. Early in the second, Cherokee County gets moving. Handoff to DeZonte Diamond, and watch this guy rumble. It'll take nearly half the defense to bring him to the turf as the Warriors get the chain gang moving. Diamond would also be the one to finish the drive, finding Pater to put the home team in front, giving them a lead they'd never surrender. The Warriors advance to the state title game, handing West Morgan their lone loss of the season for the 2nd year in a row. 35-19, the end of a truly remarkable year for the Rebels. To say it's been a crazy week for Alabama A&M would be an understatement. The team was told that their teammate Medrick Burnett Jr. had passed away on Wednesday, only to learn hours later that he was still alive. Well, today the Jefferson County coroner confirmed that Burnett did in fact pass away on Wednesday, though it was hours after it was initially reported. And after all that, the Bulldogs still had to play today. Connell Maynard's squad still hoping to finish with a winning record as they battle the Rattlers on the final day of the season. But just seconds into the game, the 2023 SWAC champs jumped in front as Thad Franklin goes 25 yards to the house. FAMU scored 14 in that first quarter. Then in the second, with the Bulldogs down 8, Quad Brown is going to try and air it out, and I bet he wishes he had this one back because it's going to be picked off by TJ Huggins, who makes a circus catch to come down with it. That was the first of 2 interceptions that Brown threw today. The Bulldogs would get within 8 points 2 more times during this game, but they could never get closer than that as they finished the season 6-6 with the 28-20 loss. So one football game we didn't mention in there, pretty big one tomorrow, 2:30. You can watch it right here on WAAY 31, the Iron Bowl. How's the weather going to be for that?
Weather will be a little bit chilly, even down in Tuscaloosa, but otherwise quiet, so shouldn't have any weather issues down there. We won't have any issues around here other than the fact it's going to be cold. 25 in the morning, only 50 in the afternoon, Monday and Tuesday. The coldest days, that Tuesday morning temperature 22, that is going to be quite a bit of a slap in the face. We're back in the 50s, middle to latter part of next week, but another shot of cool air will drop our temperatures again, it looks like, heading into next weekend. So December starting off on a chilly note for the most part here across the Tennessee Valley.
Yeah, as you mentioned, for people going to the Iron Bowl, it's going to get down to the 30s by the 4th quarter, right?
Yeah, so don't be fooled, 50s at kickoff, but it will get colder through the game, so make sure you're dressed warm enough if you're headed down there.
That'll be good. It could be a great game too, 2:30. If you're not going down, you watch it right here on WAAY 31. Thanks for watching WAAY 31 News at 10/after the game. Great game that it was. We'll be back here tomorrow. We'll see you then. Have a great night.